So here we have the Nissan Juke 1.2N connector on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. As we approach the back of the car, you'll see there's no sensors. That's because this car's got a parking camera. I'll show you that when we're inside the car in more detail. We have a 60/40 split folding rear seat, plenty of boot space as well, and underneath that tray, which does remove if you wish to, even more space, as you can see. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before climbing in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. The seats are as good as new. There's plenty to run for on the dashboard too, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter, and on the right hand side the speedometer. In the middle at the top you can see the total miles on this car are 8,901. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the right hand side we have cruise control and speed limiter, and on the left hand side we have stereo controls and also a button to answer and end incoming phone calls. That is of course once you've paired the phone, and that is done on the touch screen over in the centre here. Before we come back to that, you can see this car's got DAB digital radio. It's on the screen at the moment. On top of that, it also has FM and AM radio as well. It has a CD player, as you can see. It has auxiliary and USB input, and once you've paired up your phone, not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music. I mentioned at the rear of the car that we had a parking camera. You can see that just there. So it's a full colour image with guidelines showing you where the car is headed in relation to the image that you see. So really, really good system. Very, very clear and easy to use. This car also has satellite navigation. There's a full video showing that working on our website and on our Facebook page, which I'd highly recommend watching. Working our way down from there, we've got the climate control. So you can adjust the temperature with this dial, fan speed with that one. Once you're happy with those settings, you can turn the air conditioning on, so it's on at the moment, or off. Or you can push this button in, and that will turn it to auto, and the car will maintain 24 degrees by taking control of the fan speed itself. You can override the fan speed to override auto and put yourself back to whatever setting you want to be on. From here you can determine where within the car you'd like the air to blow. This whole screen doubles up as not only climate control but also driver mode. If we push that, you can see the menus are now different there. So we can put the car to drive in normal, sport or eco. All of these settings will change the engine, the steering and the way the climate control works. So if you put it in normal, if you had it in sport, the steering will be firmer, the engine will rev higher in each gear, for example. Underneath that, we have the USB and auxiliary input I mentioned before, and over this side a 12-volt charging socket. We then have a 6-speed manual gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.